How's it going? My name is KRS Studios, and welcome to another exciting video here as well, as we are here to rank Sony Pictures animation films. To celebrate the release of Across the Spider-Verse, I've decided to review not necessarily review all of them, just like rank all of them on a master tier list thing right here. Basically stuff like that. First things first, let's go over the tiers here. We have never seen it. This is essentially never seen it at all. Like, I've never seen this movie, so I can't say it's good or bad. Horrible, which means I downright hate this movie. I would never watch it again. Meh, which is essentially don't really like it or hate it as much. It's sort of meh. Good as in I thought it was pretty good. I'd probably watch it again. Masterpiece, I think this is the best, the cream of the crop. Top tier right here, of course. So yeah, Sony Pictures Animations, they've had like some mixed bags in my opinion. Like, a lot of people either like their films or hate them. So for some reason this one does not have Hotel Transylvania 4 on here, so good call in my opinion, because that would have been horrible, even though I've never seen it. And you want to know how I know it's bad? If even the main actor as well as the main writer who made the first one doesn't come back for it, that's how you know it's not good. Anyway, let's start off with the first one here. We have Pirates. The Pirates. This was by Aardman. I'm going to put it as good. You know, this movie's actually really good. I really did like watching it. I love, of course, the stop motion art style. I thought it was pretty unique. I thought it was pretty clever. And it's pretty good. I don't know if I think there's a little too many problems in it, like the pacing as well as some of the names of the characters that really like strays it away from Masterpiece. So that's sort of why it's not good. Don't get me wrong, I like this movie. I just don't think it's a masterpiece like, say, the other films that I've liked. Alright. We're moving on, okay? Goosebumps 2, horrible. I watched this 2 times, both consecutive. Nothing really interested me about it. You know, it's not that I don't like the Goosebumps book, I just don't get the appeal. Like, the ending was such a horrible thing, so that pretty much sums it up right there. Arthur Christmas. I remember seeing this movie, but I don't remember it being that good. I really don't. I don't like the character designs. I don't like the story. I just didn't get into it, so I'm put it horrible. But would I put it, like, I'm not gonna put it in front of Goosebumps 2, but it's pretty horrible. Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs 2. So I'm trying to remember what happens in this movie. They go back to the island, and because I remember watching this before, and I thought it was pretty boring, because like the first one didn't really have one, but this one does. Like, what? Like, seriously? And there was a second book, so it doesn't seem out of characteristic to make a sequel. I love the world that it had with all the food monsters. I thought that was very generally beautiful, as well as vibrant. However, I feel like what made this one different was the use of color. Like, in the first one, the town's all gray and like sad and everything, but when the food comes, it brings color and like life back into this dying town. So that's sort of why I like the first one more. Second one, you know, I'll put it at meh, okay? I didn't really hate it, or I didn't really like it. It's an okay film. I wouldn't say it's the worst one on this list. Speaking of the worst ones, that's kind of ironic. The Emoji Movie, never seen it. Never seen it, believe it or not. I have never seen this film. I did watch a review by someone who did it. I forgot the name of the person, but he did a Max Keeble review, as well as a Shark Tale review. It's not the Nostalgia Critic, it is someone else. If I find that, I'll put a link in the description. KRS in the future, you now have to remember that. Okay. I probably won't. Goosebumps. Gosh, you know, this one actually had a good end. Okay. I'll put it at meh. Because, you know, again, good idea. Good, like, Jack Black, good actor and everything. Love the villain. Love the I love Slappy, the guy who sounds like the old chipmunk from Animaniacs. Even though, wait, did it? Which came first? I think Goosebumps came first. Pretty sure Goosebumps came first. So Steven Spielberg owes a residual check to R.L. Stein. But I thought it was pretty alright. I wouldn't say it's. I don't really like live action. I just don't. There are very few films that I like that are live action. I think it's pretty alright. It's not the worst one on this list, like I've said. But I wouldn't like put it above Pirates or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Again, I love the idea. It's a good idea. I just didn't like the ending. The ending was horrible. And I'll say this about Goosebumps 2. Goosebumps 2, like, retcons the entire first film. So, I'm just going to put that out there before you consider, like, my thoughts on Goosebumps 2 being the worst one so far. So, I'm just going to let you know that real quick. Alright, moving on. Hotel Transylvania 2. You know, didn't really like it. I didn't really like it. I watched it and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll put it as meh. Because, like, it does what every sequel supposed does. It follows up on the original source material. It introduces new characters. And, like, even though I don't really like... But the problem that I have with Hotel Transylvania 2 is that it suffers a lot from trying to start from many different writings. There's the writing about the grandparents. There's a writing about raising the kid. There's a writing about monsters experience the human world. Like, it's all just like a mixed bag. But I will say this, though. I will say this. I like it more than Goosebumps, okay? I like it more than Goosebumps. So, yeah. Hotel Transylvania 3. I hate it. I don't like it at all. It's just a vacation movie. Like, Sony Pictures saw Hotel Transylvania 3 and was like, guys, we need a summer movie. We're going to make Hotel Transylvania 3. They're all going to go on a big cruise ship, and it's going to be a blast. And it absolutely was not. I saw it the first time, and I was like, it was horrible. I mean, it's just a vacation. It's just a vacation movie. Not to mention, they retconned one of the biggest, like, arcs for the best character. In the first movie, this is spoilers, by the way, Drax's wife passes away and dies because humans kill her. And that's why he sort of hates humans and built the hotel for monsters to get away from said humans. But as time goes on, humans are more accepting of monsters and learn that, and he learned that maybe they're all not so bad. And he gets over that huddle of, like, having Mavis fall in love with Jonathan. And Jonathan ends up marrying Mavis, and they have a stupid kid. Gosh, it's horrible. Anyway. This whole movie retcons it. They give him a girlfriend, and they also, like, make a villain for him. It's stupid. It's very stupid. It's as bad as Goosebumps 2, but, like, they even say, oh, you can only fall in love with one person. Like, I'm fine with that plot. Just don't make it to where it interferes with the main character's story. The fact that he would even date a human, let alone marry one after his wife died by them, just, like, fathoms me right there. Gosh almighty. Speaking of which, Hotel Transylvania 1. Tarkovsky man did a good job on it. I think that was the first ever thing that I watched of Tarkovsky. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. Genndy Tarkovsky, that's how you say it. Like, this is the first work I ever watched. I thought it was pretty good. I was a little bit on the fence with the designs. Like, 3D animation's not, like, can be, like, either clean designs or butt ugly. First, when I watched, I thought they were butt ugly, but as, like, I grew, like, more into it, I'm like, they're trying to be different, so I was accepting of it. And it really, like, the designs help illustrate how the monsters are different from the humans, which is honestly a very good call on that one. The writing, of course, is also my favorite. You know, this might be one of my favorite Adam Sandler films because just of how good it is. So yeah, good job, Tarkovsky. I don't know how you lost the reins on the second, third, and fourth one. So good job on that. So moving on. This is the first trilogy that we got from Sony Pictures. This is, of course, the Open Season trilogy. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's only one Open Season movie that I've never watched, and I know completely why. Open Season 2. I don't remember what even happens in Open Season 2. I don't remember if it's good or bad. All I remember is it was about getting that stupid dog right there. And I'm going to be completely honest, this never should have been made. Open Season should have been just a solo film. But it was released straight on DVD, just like Land Before Time and Balto was. So I'm going to put it at meh, but at the very end, because I don't remember hating it or liking it. All I know is that it was a stupid plot. But hold on. I need to think this through. It's all coming back to me. I remember now. I remember how dumb this movie was. I have to say this, okay? This is what I have to say. It's bad, okay? I'm gonna put it in front of Arthur's Christmas and Goosebumps and Hotel. Like, I remember watching this. I'm like, why do we have this? Like, why? I don't care about this stupid dog. You stupid dog! You made me look bad. Like, I don't care. I don't care about any of these people. All I care is about the first story, and the first story was actually a good story. It wasn't horrible. The villain sucks in this. And that's how you know it's bad. It's because the villain is freaking horrible. If you've seen this movie, you know why. Like, jeez Louise. Moving on. Because I don't want to talk about Open Season 2 anymore. People are going to ask me to review this on the show now. I know this. Because once you state that you don't like something, people are going to ask that you review it. Open Season 3. Horrible. It's about a Russian bear going to a carnival, and it's about like a switcheroo plot. Like, oh, I wish I had this life more, and oh, I wish I had this life more. It's stupid. It's very stupid. There's no villain in this unless you call the Freaky Friday bear the villain. And I know people are going to take that out of context, but that's basically it right there. It's a Freaky Friday plot. They were like, we're going to make Freaky Friday, but with bears. Again, Open Season 1 should have just been a solo film. Why did we make a franchise? I understand it was successful when it came out, but it was successful because it was a good story, not because people wanted to see more of this. Speaking of which, Open Season, pretty good. I like it. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece like Hotel Transylvania is, but I actually like this movie. It's not bad. I love, Martin Lawrence, he plays the bear. I forgot about that. And the villain was actually good. It wasn't just like, oh, we have a scary villain. Like, he was actually a good villain. It wasn't a stupid dog, and it wasn't a carnival. It was an actually good villain. It made sense. Like, jeez. And the humor is good as well, so there's that as well. I'd probably watch it more than I watched the other two. But I honestly like it. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece because there's some things that I don't really like. Some of the characters are annoying. Some of the story beats are kind of annoying. It's very, like, cliche, I guess that's a way to say it. But it's a very good film. I really do like it. Open Season Scared Silly. Gosh, they're making 4 of these. Like, holy moly. Never seen it. I've watched half of it. I have never seen it in full, though. I don't know what they're scared silly about. It's stupid. And the thing is, I don't think any of the other characters from the other movies were even in this. I think it's just these 3. This is like Pixar's short film thing right here. But holy moly. Open Season, Scared Silly, never seen it. I'm done talking about the Open Season franchise. Let's move on to another franchise. Because why not? The Smurfs. Okay, controversial opinion, guys. Controversial opinion. It's a good, okay? I like this movie. Okay. It's, okay. There are a lot of good things in this movie that outweigh the bad. So I'm going to get right into that. Neil Patrick Harris's character arc, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was well, like, put right together. I just felt like it was a little sloppy because of, like, trying to fit it with the Smurfs. Hank Azaria plays Gargamel. I thought that was pretty good. Casting choice right there. George Lopez is in this, and he's Grouchy Smurf, but I don't know if, like, all I hear is, like, George Lopez. Like, I'm sorry. But, it's a good film. It's pretty chill. Let me rephrase it. It's a meh film, okay? It's like, there are some bad parts in this. Like, a lot of people don't really like the live-action designs. I'm probably on that boat as well. I think they're pretty ugly, but that's me saying this. But I did love the story element. I really did love Responsibility. I thought Neil Patrick Harrison's arc of being more family-focused than work-focused was pretty good. but I wouldn't say it's as good as Open Season or The Pirates or as a masterpiece as Hotel Transylvania. Moving on, Peter Rabbit. Don't like. That's meh. Okay, hold on. I gotta think about this real quick. What was the one thing I remember this because I did a review of this. We were gonna do a review of it back in 2020. Back in 2020, because the second one was coming out, and I wanted to get fans excited because we were gonna do the second one. We're like gonna do like a KRS Vlogs after we did this review. I'm stuttering a lot. I'm sorry. But the real reason why we didn't do it because like it got taken off of the thing, and this is like when we were doing like the footage reviews. But I'd like to do this again sometime. The only real thing that I really liked was McGregor, not the old one in like the first couple minutes, the new, like his son. And I thought that was pretty funny. Like, he's a good actor. Like, even during the second trailer, like, he made me laugh.
Hey, see? Look, I'm frolicking.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm speeding up a little. I'm speeding up quite a bit. Oh, God.
Oh.
Help!
The logic is confusing. There's this character named B that's like I don't know if she was in the original source material, but I could have sworn. Like I don't know why she was in this. Like she barely did anything. She didn't really do anything. She was only important like towards the third act, but even towards the third act, nothing really changed. James Corden plays Peter Rabbit after he gets kicked out of a New York steakhouse restaurant. He goes to the forest. That doesn't happen. That's not real. But all I hear is James Corden. I don't hear anything different. I don't hear Peter Rabbit. Like, watch like the early VHS tapes of Peter Rabbit and tell me you don't like that. Then James Corden. James Corden plays Peter Rabbit as if he's an adult, so that makes him not really root for him, considering all the mischievous stuff he does. Like to McGregor, like he causes physical pain to McGregor, not like Home Alone pain like in the first movie. He causes Home Alone 2 pain on McGregor. He electrocutes him, like he even like pulls up one of his trees or something. Like a lot happens, okay? So that's why it's horrible, okay? McGregor's like the only saving grace, but even that doesn't save it from meh. I hate Peter Rabbit. Smurfs 2. Gosh, I don't like Smurfs 2. Like, holy moly. First of all, hold on. I'm moving this to the bottom because it's just a vacation movie. Smurfs 2 is a mixed bag, okay? There are so many stuff here that's called... As a sequel, it did a good job expanding on the universe and then introducing new characters and all that stuff. Here, like, it messes up that in so many ways. Like, we don't... Like, these two characters right there are named Vexy and Haggis. Yes, those are their actual names. Look it up on Smurfopedia. We never see them made. We never learn how. We just, like, gotta assume, like, they were created by Gargamel. And, all of this happens because she gets kidnapped by Vexy, and Smurf has many options to escape, many chances. She doesn't take it. She just stays there. And is that... Yeah, that's the right thumbnail. I thought it was the other poster, because they have international posters of stuff. Something else I want to note about the Smurfs, it's a pretty... reason why it's awesome is because it explains, like, it's confusing with world logic, where they have the Smurfs as an actual media. Like, even that confuses me now, just, like, thinking about it. And, Smurfs 2, Neil Patrick Harrison is a jerk in that. He has this arc where he hates his dad because, like, he ran away a bird or something. Like, it was something stupid. So much, like, the dad's not a bad guy. The guy, like, his name's Vector. He's not really a bad guy. Which, by the way, is not related to the Sonic character. He's not evil. He just did it because Neil Patrick Harrison had an allergy to the bird, and his mother wanted him to take the blame for it. That way, he wouldn't be heartbroken. And guess what? He still acts like it's his fault. Like, he still does not admit, like, I messed up and everything. It takes Vector coming back to help him to realize that he messed up. Like, Neil Patrick Harrison's writing was horrible at this. It was horrible! Like, holy moly. I'm not gonna say it's higher than these two, but holy moly, I'm going to say that it's higher than Goosebumps 2. Well, let me rephrase that. Goosebumps 2 retconned the whole film, so it deserves to be lower. Arthur Christmas's character designs were ugly, and I didn't like them at all. I guess I'll put it like a little higher. Like there was nothing really there was some likable things in it, but I didn't really like it. But Smurfs 2, never gonna watch it. That was one of the reviews we were gonna do for this summer, but we decided not to because we wanted to do Sly because everyone was already playing Sly on TikTok, so we were like, Sly's getting trendy, we're gonna do Sly Cooper. Plus, I love the game franchise, so there's that.
Hey Tamara, what's wrong with you?
Well, after being estranged from my drunk, abusive grandpa for years, he calls me up today and tells me that even at birth, he didn't consider me part of the family.
Oh, come on, that's nothing. This grandparent gave his grandchild a paper hat. A paper hat!
This bitch.
Smurfs, the Smurfs in the Lost Village, it's pretty good, okay? I'm gonna say that. It's, vibrant, bright, colorful. The Smurfs actually have character weight on them. I love the ideas they present in it, where there's like a whole other village of Smurfs, but with girls. I really wish we had more development time on the Lost Village, though, so I'll put it at that. I don't think Gargamel was voiced by Hank Azaria, but I really would have loved it. You should have brought him back for this. But yeah, Smurfs, pretty good film. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh gosh, this is where like people get like controversial about it. This is where people like this is it. This is the make my movie career right here. If I say something bad about it, we're gonna lose like tons and tons of subscribers. So I have to be careful with what I say. It's a masterpiece. I mean, Spider-Man like is a very complex thing to tackle. Everyone has different alliterations. There's the Andrew Garfield emo one. There's the Tobey Maguire bully / nerd one. There's the Tom Holland one where he's like tech savvy and stuff like that. And Spider-Man is subjective. Like everyone has different takes on it. When I watched this in theaters, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the visuals were stunning to view on a big screen. The What's Up Danger sequence was visually impressive, and I love the villain in this movie, Kingpin. He was actually really good. That was probably one of my favorite iterations of Kingpin. Wilson Fisk, if I remember, was his real name. I also love the art that they put into it. I thought it was pretty amazing. They had all those different art styles clashing. They had the zany, wacky art style of Peter Porker. They had the black and white style of noir. It's very good. I hope they're in the new one. I don't know if they are, though. But, I really hope the second one's good. I don't know if the second one's going to be good. I'm going to go see it this Friday, but by the time this video gets uploaded, I've already seen it. So, moving on. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I like it. I really like it. I'm going to put Spider-Man up front for obvious reasons. Colors, visuals, jokes, it's all very impressive. I love how, Neil Patrick Harrison plays the monkey in it. Steve. Yes, that's what he does. I love Bill Hader in it. I keep forgetting Mr. T's in it. The joke's very good. I'll say that. Like, the writing is very clever and unique. I honestly like that as well. And, the use of color is also marvelous. Like, there are a lot of points in this movie where they use color, like, very brilliantly. Brill is the type of writing that people use to communicate with the blind. No, that's Braille, sorry. Brilliant at, showing color and everything. Like, it's a very genius use of color, just like, they did with Spider-Verse here, so that's why I like it. But yeah, I really did like Spider-Verse. I need to watch it more, because it's a really good film. I know what happens, but it's been a while since I've watched it. I love Cloud of Chance Meatballs because it's a very good film. It's very colorful. And you really feel for the protagonist who's trying to succeed. It's a really good movie. Alright, moving up. Moving on to Surf's Up 2, Wave Mania. Gee, I wonder what this one's about. It's about a bunch of WWE superstars waving. Vince McMahon is in this. Yes, the Vince McMahon, the wrestling icon, with John Cena, The Undertaker, Paige, and who else is in? I keep forgetting, but it's so stupid. I've never seen it, but I know people bring this up a lot in the wrestling community. WWE Studios, y'all need to make better movies. That's all I'm saying. Surf's Up, the first one to be exact. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a very unique film style. I would say it's as good as like the Smurfs Lost Village, because Smurfs Lost Village is focused on telling a story, and so is Open Season and the Pirates. I gotta say, it's more like a style of a mockumentary than telling a story, but it's still pretty good. Big Z is back, baby! Yeah! 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 Let me talk to ya! LA Knight. They should put him in Surf's Up 3. Waveolution. Stop! Stop! We need to stop giving people ideas, okay? We need to stop. Okay, I love some of the... You really do feel for Cody's story as well as Big C's story. The ending is a little weird, but it's satisfying. That's all I'm really going to say about it without spoiling it, but I did like this movie. Into Yesterday is a very good song.
That was spectacular!
Angry Birds 2, never seen it. Aquafina's in it, that's all I know. That's all I know. A lot of people are in it. A lot of people. I've never seen it, though. That's the thing, though. The Mighty Eagle is also in it, played by Peter Dinklage. I love Peter Dinklage, he's a good actor. A lot of those last two I haven't seen. The Star, I've never seen it. I did see the Angry Birds movie. I saw it in theaters, I didn't really like it. I just didn't really like get into it, or like, didn't really let go. I thought this was pretty good. I'll say this though, it did, when it came to like adapting the story of it just being a game, it nailed it out of the ballpark. It didn't go for simplicity, it went for like, we're gonna like build a world, and we're gonna make the audience care for this world, and that's what they did. And it did so good that it got a sequel. A lot of people like the Angry Birds movie. I like it to an extent. There are certain things that I like. I don't like some of the characters. I do like some of the jokes in it. Like, out of context, it's funny. But it's very, like, bright and like, I wouldn't say it's bright or colorful, but it's just, like, it's very unique to the genre of video game adaptations. A lot of people have mixed opinions on it, but I think it's a pretty okay adaptation. It's not as good as the Mario movie or Sonic the Hedgehog, but I would say it's one of the good ones that I've seen when it comes to video game adaptation. But yeah, let's go through the list one more time. Then we'll wrap it up. We're going to start with Never Seen It. The Star, I've never seen it. All I know is that it's about the birth of Jesus Christ, I believe. That's why it's called The Star. I remember seeing trailers for it, but I don't remember if anyone actually seen it. That might be the lowest ranked movie that Sony Pictures ever made, but I don't know for sure. Then again, there is Surf's Up 2, How do you pronounce that? Is it Wave Mania or Wave-A-Mania? Because it sounds like Wave-A-Mania. It's Wave Mania, but it's just like a mess to read. Seriously. Like, if I can't even read it, what makes you think other people are gonna read it? Angry Birds Movie 2, never seen it. All I know is that it has Aquafina in it, and almost everyone comes back from the first movie. I'm pretty sure Dove Cameron is in on this, and Leslie Jones. But that's all, like, pure assumption, so I can't, like, specify that. Surf's Up 2, Wave Mania, or as I like to call it, the wrestling animated movie. They should have just made a wrestling animated movie. I've never seen this one, but I can already tell by the animation style that it does not follow any of the story beats from the first one. Open Season, Scared Silly, never seen it. I've seen half of it, but I wouldn't really say that, oh, I've watched all of Open Season, Scared Silly, here's my review. It's my review. The Emoji Movie, again, never seen it. I've only seen reviews, and everyone says the exact same thing. It's freaking horrible. Moving on to horrible. Vacation movie! I mean, Hotel Transylvania 3. I don't remember the actual name of it, so I'm just calling it Hotel Transylvania 3. Arthur Christmas. Christmas movie. Goosebumps 2. The Bad Halloween movie. Open Season 2. Bad Dog movie. Open Season 3. Bad Carnival movie. I'm just gonna just call them all bad something. The Smurfs 2. Bad Paris movie. And Peter Rabbit. Bad Bunny movie. And I'm just gonna say right now, people are gonna ask what I think of Peter Rabbit 2. Never seen it yet, so it's gonna be I'll never seen it. As well as Hotel Transylvania 4, or as it's called, Transformania. What is up with Sony Pictures naming everything with mania in it? It's weird, okay? Like, holy crap. The Angry Birds movie. I thought it was alright. As well as Goosebumps, Hotel Transylvania 2, Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs, and The Smurfs. Those are pretty alright movies. Now I'm moving on to the good movies. These are movies that I actually like and I think are pretty good to watch. Surf's Up, Smurfs in the Lost Village. This movie gets so much hate for no reason. I thought it was better than these two, so that should say something right there. Open Season and The Pirates. The Pirates are pretty good. It's well deserved right there. And finally, the masterpiece. These three movies are the best, the cream of the crop, and are definitely my top picks for Sony Pictures Animation. Hotel Transylvania, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm very excited to see Across the Spider-Verse. I know it's going to be good. Let me all know what you all thought of this tier list down in the comments down below. If you guys have any other ideas you want me to do for tier list, make sure you leave a link down there. But until next time, I'm KRS, and I'm the best when it comes to talking to the rest. I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye!
Hey Dracula! Sorry I'm late, I was doing stuff!
It's okay. I am stuck.
Oh my god, Mavis, no! Aha, Jonathan, you are banging my daughter!
6 hours later.
Okay, Jonathan. No more banging my daughter. My turn.